Boom, and we're going. All right, first video, nicridicTV. What's good, y'all? Nicholas Ridiculous. It's your boy, aka the Purple Hyena, and today we're gonna talk about a little bit of the that Sony's the Marvels they just announced, or I guess the actually the Madam Web, right? So let's switch screens here real quick. So first of all, we'll just this is my clothing line. If y'all wanna, help the boy out, support a little bit. We got lots of things. I just uploaded a bunch of new rugs on there. We got a bunch of new styles, a bunch of new pieces. So, you want to do that, get yourself some dope new gear. Check it out. This one's one of my favorites right now. This guy right here, or this chick right here. She's dope. We got some dope pants, slacks, whatever you need. Don't be lacking. Don't get caught slacking. You know what I'm saying? If you want to check out my other work, nicholasridiculous.ca. That's where we at. So today, we are going to talk about this. Play is my first. I don't know how copyright really goes and all that, but this is, Madam Web, right? So this is where we're at right now with comic books. We've subverted the individual. No one's special anymore. Nothing matters. Like, it was cool because I don't know about many of y'all, but in the '90s where I was growing up, we had the animated Spider-Man series. So with that, Madam Web was a major character, not a major character, but she was definitely like kind of like an Obi-Wan figure after a little while to Peter, especially when stuff started getting a little multiversal and alternate dimensional. That Spider-Verse was like that Secret Wars. That was like peak 90s animation. Like, I still go back and watch those today. And that's the reason why when they actually did the Spider-Verse in the comics around, I believe it was 2015 or 2016, I did it. I collected it all. I did the damn thing because I was stoked, but it was a little weird, especially once they started going backwards and kind of retelling. They went back in time and retold Spider-Man's origin stories, right? So that's when they introduced Silk. So they basically went back in time and said a lot can happen, and like it was like the spider bit Peter, and then it was like 30 seconds later it died, but then it was like a lot can happen in 30 seconds, and then it turns out it bit Cindy Moon, I believe her name is, maybe Cindy Moon. It's not Cindy Lou. That's Cindy Lou Who. I think it's Cindy Moon. I loved Silk when she was first announced. Like, where is she at? I know I got her sitting around here somewhere. Where are you at, Silk? Where are you at, girl? Quit playing with me. This one. Silk. And when she was first introduced, she was a total badass because she didn't have a suit. So she had to make her suit out of, webs. It was freaking badass. And then because of something with the pheromones and the same spider that bit her and Peter could not stop banging for a while. They had to kind of get used to it. Korean American. So she's Korean American. But this was they tried to announce this movie back in 2018. I don't think anything came of it per se, but now we have this, which is so this is this is Madam Web, I guess. Now, compared to, I mean, we got all the spider ladies. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, as long as they're written well, you know what I'm saying? We've always had the spider ladies. Like, even like I came across this article in my research, and it was like Marvel's first LGBTQ plus superhero debuted years ago, but no one remembers. I don't think no one remember. Like, it's not that no one remembers. I just don't think no one really cared about like her sexual preference or her, as it says here, queerness. But like that wasn't a big factor back then in comics. It's kind of become more. What the? First ever all trans superhero team? What? When is this? 2022. So this was announced a year ago? I don't even LGBTD. Wow. See, like, no, we don't hear about any of this stuff because it's all such like trash, and they're leading with like, I hate to use the word, but like identity politics and like this weird like, I don't know. The subversion of comics is too real these days, and I don't even I don't even understand where it's going. But so let me pull up some Google here. Let me get some OG Madam Web up in this piece real quick. Like it's funny because she's a blind paraplegic like seer type character who like ushers she has like ties to like the multiverse or alternate dimensions and stuff like that, and she like leads Peter through his voyage, and like that's where the worst cliffhanger ending we've ever gotten was when Madam Web and Peter just go off into a portal to go find Mary Jane in whatever dimension she fell into, and then the show never came back again. And then they just went up with Spider-Man Unlimited, which was like a weird, just like time jump, and then almost an otherworld story, or elseworld story, or whatever you'd want to call it. But this is the original. So she was pretty, you know, she was suited up, blind. She had her giant chair with like the web on it. I guess it's based off Stanley's wife I'm seeing right here, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. But even right here, you see the comparisons directly, right? So we go back and it's just like, so we're going back and we're doing this. And I guess from what I hear, like, spoiler alert, it's going to be like a Terminator 2 type plot with like her weird vision powers of like, and then like having her premonitions, but it's playing out as like full scenes in the movie, and then she kind of just jumps back like that. So it's like a weird, it's like that Nicolas Cage movie, The Knowing or Unknown or whatever it's called, but it's like she's having these premonitions. These other ladies are 4 Spider Women, and I guess they're gonna work together to try and save the chosen one, which I believe is rumored to be the Tom Holland Spider-Man. And supposedly, I think that guy maybe, is that supposed to be Uncle Ben? Uncle Ben's supposed to, like, a young Uncle Ben is supposed to be in this right there. Right there. Young Uncle Ben, maybe. Yeah, Parker. No, it says paramedic. I thought it said Parker for a second. Never mind. But it's just it's funny too, because they announced this right after the Marvels just bombed. Like the Marvels, I don't even know. It's crazy. It's like people are like boycotting the Marvels just to show Disney what's up, and Marvel like that we don't want all this. You know what I'm saying? But we have all the different spider ladies here. They make some jokes. They make some jokes. I mean, and this guy. So this is like Ezekiel Sims. Like all this stuff is like, it's like, I don't even know. It was like the new timeline of Spider-Man around like they just decided to start going back into the history and creating all these like really blowing the story up, and not like not continuing like the original stuff. They kind of just started blowing it out of proportion and kind of took the focus off Peter and wanted to make it more like the Spider family. Like I read the whole Spider-Verse comic thing, and it was interesting for sure. But it like really I don't know what the word would be, but it like took away the individuality, the specialness of Spider-Man and Peter Parker. And like if we really go back like over the last few years, they've really been working hard to campaign to like remove Peter out of people's minds when they think of Spider-Man. And it really sucks. Like it's so sad to just have to have your hero torn down just so some fake copies can be uplifted upon it. You know what I mean? Like it's the classic, you want to stand on the shoulders of great men and call yourself a freaking giant? I don't think so, bruh. Like, what are you even talking about? And this guy is supposed to get out of here. This guy's supposed to what? He's the one who knows in the comics. He's the one who informs Peter like on like the whole multiverse and like the family of hunters who are like basically every universe of the multiverse has their own spider totem, which is like the hero that's chosen, and like all the realities are connected through a web, and the spider is the totem of all things. It's all just like created this whole entire mythology of like the spider is what runs the universe, and like so this family is going around to like kill all the spider totems in every universe, and like they eat them and shit. It was all right. Like it wasn't bad. It was pretty epic, but the way they're like the way they're transitioning it now is like they've replaced they started making the movies with Miles Morales. It's all just whack. And it's further like removal of Peter Parker as Spider-Man, and it's all connected to copyrights, payments, paying the families of the guys who actually created these things, but they don't want to pay, or they don't want to lose money to those families or the estates. So now they're doing what, the 15% rule or whatever, where they change everything just enough so that they don't have to pay them anymore. So here we have Madam Web. Looking so like Madam Web, huh? Like she's right there. She's doing it. So at some point, I don't know if it's going to happen in this movie, but she's going to get blinded and paralyzed and then confined to a giant chair. But she's also like got her team of spider ladies here. There's Ezekiel, which is even like, even this, you know what I mean? Like even just doing this, having this guy come in Spider-Man's costume and having him just do all this stuff without like giving any kind of context is just like, it's almost villainizing the image of Spider-Man, and I hate it. Like they could have at least like done it a little more like Jaws style, you know what I'm saying? Like made it a little more mysterious or something, but they just kind of go in with this guy who's dressed like Spider-Man trying to kill these ladies. And then we have this, which is, don't know how to feel about it. It's not like it's not a good shot of the costume. Like I've always loved this what was her name? Enrita, or what was her name? Shit. Can't remember offhand. What was it? I think she was Russian or something. Spider-Woman black suit. Where is she? It'd be like this one, I'm pretty sure. Art Station. What the fuck? No. Yeah, so Sydney Sweeney's. Where is she? Oh, dude. Even in this article, an evil Spider-Man-like figure. Like, fuck off with your bullshit. Like, oh, sorry for my language, but dang, bruh. Makes me so mad. Oh, her web connects them all. Whatever, bro. Like, so that's the thing too, is like now like these are gonna be the actual origins of Spider-Man suddenly. Like, what are we doing here? We've completely lost the plot, bruh. Like we've never even seen Scorpion in a fucking Spider-Man movie. You know what I mean? Like, and we're just jumping forward by going so far back that this is like what it is. And like, yeah, for sure, my nerdy heart is kind of excited to see something like this. Also, I've never understood this costume because having your hair out is just such a hazard. I don't know. And I don't know why they don't ever write it in the comics or movies where someone just grabs them by their freaking hair, because it's just all out there. Like, they all should just be bald if this is how it's going to be. Like, doesn't. Oh, we've lost the plot, Sony. We've lost the fucking plot. No clue what this is. Is that a web? An energy web? Something I'm missing here? Gets like, you know, spider powers plus. Like they're all getting spider's powers plus. Like Miles can make a freaking sword out of energy, bro. He has an energy sword. Like, I don't know. We took the wrong turn somewhere on the road to freaking making heroes, and like this is where we're at now. This is where we are at. Like, so there she was out of costume. I don't. Okay, so he doesn't have the spider symbol, but he's like webbed up. I mean, I dig the costume. Not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. I like the little bit of differentiations. Calvin Klein ad behind him makes sense. Why not? But it's still like it's such a like lame misdirect. Like everything, it's just shit. And who like, and the worst part is like I want to give it a chance. I want it to be good. I would love for it to actually be good. What do we got going? Who's that? Enhance, zoom, enhance. Heck, I don't. Who was that? Oh, is that the? Okay. So this. Okay, so she's like a South American Spider Woman. I think that's that like. Forget her name, but she was the one who had the. Did she have the backpack? I think. All right. I don't know. This girl just got peed on, so I don't know if anyone noticed that. Peed on. So let's see that again, shall we? There's the P. Pepsi Cola. The old like a Pepsi. Yep, she's getting peed on right in the trailer, y'all. So that's that. That's the face I'm making right there. Just like, what are we doing? Yeah, no sound. We don't need the sound for all that. So Sony's The Marvels, aka Madam Web. That's what we got. Like, ugh. Ugh. So that's where we're at, y'all. I don't know. This is my first pop culture commentary video. You know, hit me with the like if you can, if you liked what we were doing. I keep forgetting to look at the freaking camera. But let me know in the comments what you think. Where are we at? Like, have they completely lost the plot? Or are they building to something like they trying to build to some kind of MCU phased good kind of build up where they're trying to just create all these moving pieces to then bring them all together in one thing, which is confusing because they're already doing Spider-Verse with Miles Morales in the frickin' I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Like we got these articles. I'm just sick of having our escapism just colonized by these weirdos who just want to make everything so fucked up that no one likes it. I don't get it. I don't get it because we're seeing now, especially with the Marvels, even that new Wish movie that just came out from Disney, like the shit they're trying to shove down our throats ain't working no more, and we don't want it. So hopefully people vote with their dollar, as they say, and we work all this out. Like, that's all I'm saying. because we are so far removed from just good storytelling and good movies. It's all just, I'm not sure. Like, it's like everything that gets good has to be taken over by these types of people. And then they have to kind of like mutiny it and take it for their own and like do whatever they want with it. And it's just not working out. Like, it's even like the comics have gone to shit. That's why the independent comic scene is becoming so integral and important to people, because good storytelling is important to a healthy like society, people, mindset. Like, there's an inability of people to tell other people how to live because people don't want to hear that from someone. So we've learned to mask morality lessons and how to live a good life within our stories and the moralities of those stories and the lessons passed on, the heroes and characters we create. Like the hero's journey doesn't freaking exist anymore in these things. And it's like, don't subvert what works. Don't subvert what's integral to the stories you're trying to tell, which is things and methods like the hero's journey, character archetypes. Like, they've been around since the beginning of time or beginning of storytelling for a reason. Like the Bible is just, I ain't religious at all, but I can respect the Bible because it's a collection of stories. It was like the first book, the only book that existed. So everyone was reading it. It was like the Game of Thrones back then, basically, right? And it was these stories that help people to understand and learn what it is to be a good human or like a respectful human. And it's like, I'm not saying against any other religion or anything like that. Everyone's doing their own thing, but it's like, we have to have these things that we use to keep ourselves in check and to help ourselves learn the lessons that maybe life or those around us aren't going to teach us. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to all this, like, we've lost the plot. They've lost the plot. And they're going to lose a lot more because of it. And all we can do is laugh, because this started with the streaming wars. I used to write Facebook statuses about the streaming wars back in the day. And then COVID hit and it became the culture wars. Like, it all became like it's been said many times by men smarter and greater than me, but Disney bought all the boys franchises to appeal to boys. But then it's like the people that had that idea originally got ousted, and then they were replaced by people who didn't know what the original fucking plan was. So then they have worked to then make all the boys stuff appealing to girls who actually don't want it anyways. So now they're making it for nobody, because the girls who actually liked comic books and things like that liked it for what it was, not for what it wasn't. And things like this, like the fantastic ratio, as they say, where it's like in superhero team, you have 3 men to 1 woman, and that's the perfect ratio. It's like, that's because it kept the female characters special. It kept them like as these cool, like, they were exception, not the rule. You know what I mean? So they almost held more importance. And it's like they're in this campaign to just make every superhero a female now. It's, you've taken away that special kind of integrity that the female characters once had, because now it's all the same, and they're all the same character. You're not writing them differently, you're writing them all the same, and they're these weird copies of what they think the male characters are, but then subject it into the female character, right? That was weird. Like, that dude just farted wet. Of course we did. That's her. Oh, she sees through the webs of time. Son of a bitch, bruh. I don't know. I just had to. I've been wanting to make videos, so I just had to sit down and finally make one and just kind of, do this stuff. Get my voice out there. Get take up arms in the culture war and start fighting this thing, because I mean, I think we're gonna let's get that downvote. What's the view? What's the view count? 2.9 million views, 122 dislike or likes. Can't see the dislikes. I don't have that thing installed, but I mean, what do you think? Like, what's the goal here? Where's this leading? Does this lead to an amazing Spider-Man movie, or is this leading to just spider people? You know what I mean? And if they can, like, let's think, maybe this is going to be good. Maybe the storytelling is good. Maybe the character arcs and growth are going to be dope and like fulfilling and satisfying. But if we're going by recent track records, I can't really say for sure how it's going to play out, because we expect, like, they're standing over our plate, spreading their assholes, and they're telling us to eat it. They're saying it's not shit. Don't worry, it's not shit. It's not shit. Don't worry. Whatever just dropped on your plate ain't shit. Just eat it. Trust me. Trust me. A lot of these jump shots, we get it. We get it. This dude's a Spider-Man. And then she slowly starts getting her super strength or whatever. I don't know. Not sure. We're going to have to wait and find out, see what's really going on, because yeah, they're starting to say actually that it wasn't even the radioactive spider that made Peter special. It was just the spider itself. So I hate it. And I don't want to. I don't want to hate it. They're forcing us to hate this shit. And it sucks, man. It's like, stop doing that. Just stop. Hit me up in the comments or whatever if, you know, you got something, got an opinion, or if you agree, whatever. When Madam Web said maybe the real spiders were the webs we made all along the way, I legitimately cheered. Oh, here we go. Ah! All right, let's read some of these comments. No way. I love the part where she said, Madam Web, you killed my mother. Prepare to die. Truly one of the movies of all truly one of the movies of all time. I love the part where Madam Web says, with great power comes great web responsibility. Yes. I love this. I got chills when Madam Web said, so what are we? Some kind of spider women? Truly one of the lines of truly one of the lines of all time. I love the part when she was about to go into Chipotle, but had a vision they didn't have any chips left, so she decided to go to Taco Bell instead. Pure genius. I love the scene when Carnage showed up and said, nobody's actually watching this. Just roll with it. Truly a moment in the fan. I love when she said, with great webbing comes great responsibility. Truly a line for Hollywood history. Bro, I should have just did the whole thing on this comments. I didn't know these comments were so good. Love it when she says, I'm tired of these mother webbing spiders on this Monday. To web stay play. What? I especially love the part where Madamius Prime said, Autobots roll out. I've never seen cinema like this before. Truly a masterpiece. Oh man. I love when people just go in, dude. I love the part where she said it's webbing time and webbed all over the bad guys. Truly a moment in a video of all time. Bro, when she said Spider-Man, this is girl spiders, and kicked the Green Goblin down the well, I shed a tear. Truly groundbreaking. I love the part where Madam Web collected all the Infinity Stones on her web and said, I am Webnevitable, and snapped half the spider population. Truly Oscar-worthy performance. You don't need to see the future to know. Come on, man. Keep it fun. I love the part where she said, I will never give you up. It really inspired me to know that this movie will not let me down. I love the part where she said, it's Madam time. I shed tears. I love the part when it ended. I love the part where she said, it's not always about the money, Madam Web. It's about the girly friends we make in the road. Looking forward to play this game. I got goosebumps. The part where Madam Web said, "I'm gonna put some web in your eye." Truly the cinema masterpiece, hands down. I love the part where Madam Web says, "Spiders. I hate spiders." Masterpiece. Is it just me, or this looks like a complete fan film? When Madam Web said, "Perfectly balanced, like all webs should be," I felt that. I love the part where she said, "That's one big pile of web." A timeless classic. I love the part where Madam Web said, "You're my boy, Blue." I webbed all over the place. When Madam Web says, "Web on, web off." Truly inspiring clips. I love the fact that they come on, man, we want jokes. Love the part where she said, "Why is Gamora?" Truly a masterpiece. A scene where they were chasing Ebenezer and she yelled at the cabbie, "Stop, step on it. I have a humbug to catch." It was a gut punch of emotions. I love the part when Madam Web said, "It's not a web, it's the internet." Oh, that's so good. I'm inwebitable. Another I'm inwebitable. I gotta put that in the title of the video. It's unwebitable. I'm unwebitable. I'm unwebitable. Webitable. 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 I love the part where she said, "I'm not mad. I'm madame." Oh, I'm madame. I adore the part where she said the name's Webb, Madam Webb, and proceeded to order a vodka martini shaken, not stirred. I'm not the one in webs. I'm the webs. Bro. Oh, I gotta stop. If you want a good chuckle, just go to the Madam Web trailer. Oh, we went far down. Go to the Madam Web trailer on Marvel Entertainment and just have yourself a laugh in them. Oh, what are we doing? Hopefully, I know what you're doing. Hitting up underbellysociety.com. Get yourself some dope gear. We got everything from shoes to accessories, hats, hoodies, tees. I'm rocking one of our tees right here. Let me hit that with the old boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. This is a crossover I did between Trunks and Romeo plus Juliet. You know what I'm saying? That Leo DiCaprio, young boy Trunks, season. Boom. Either thou or I or both must go with him. And sometimes that's how I feel with all this Marvel stuff. You know what I'm saying? How I'm feeling with all this Marvel stuff. Sick of it. But get yourself some stuff. Slides, fanny packs, bunch of rugs, everything you need, man. Check out my personal website if you want to see my work, just all the projects I've done in the past. I try and keep it pretty up to date. I mean, I haven't updated it recently, but hopefully we get there. We got an art show coming up. I'm going to be in the Pancakes and Booze in Toronto this coming week. Well, hide it. But yeah, November 23rd, 24th. Hopefully I get this video out today or tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But Toronto, get your tickets, whatever. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. Hit that back. And yeah, thanks for checking out my first official video for pop culture commentary. It's been something I've wanted to do for a long time. Tired of just being a voyeur with it, so I'm trying to get in on the ground level, and hopefully I didn't take up too much of my recording time for StreamYards, because I ain't paid for that yet. So let's see what we can do. And yeah, hit me up on Instagram at nicholasridiculous. All my other work and pages are linked through there. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. And if you're gonna get out in the world, do your best to be goddamn worthwhile. You know what I'm saying? Peace.